The soldiers drove a nail through an iron chain, hammering it deep into the rock. The other end was fastened to the ankle of Henry, a captured deserter. Their instructions were simple: leave him here to delay the advancing Soviet forces. Strangely, Henry did not resist. But the moment the soldiers left, he grabbed his rifle, intending to gun them down, only to realize they had already removed the critical firing components. By the time he reassembled it, they had long vanished into the distance. Above him, Soviet aircraft began circling, sweeping the area. Knowing he had to get out fast, Henry turned his weapon on the chain, firing point blank. Pain twisted across his face, but the metal didn't budge. Then he noticed a pair of glasses left behind by the soldiers. Working quickly, he unscrewed the frame, removed the -8.00 diopter lenses, and snapped a thin, flexible branch in two. Chewing the wood to soften the fibers, he pressed the pulp between the lenses. Once the material had fully dried, he inserted an 18-centimeter hollow twig and took a mouthful of fresh spring water. Gently, he let the water seep into the lens assembly. Now came the moment when knowledge might decide his fate. Positioning the lens in the sunlight, he focused the beam until the rays set a wad of dry cotton ablaze. As soon as the smoldering fibers shrank to a tiny ember, he poured water onto the heated rock. The sudden temperature shock caused the outer layer of stone to split, but the chain itself remained untouched. Henry repeated the process methodically, burning and cooling, until more and more of the anchored nail was exposed. Each millimeter revealed fueled his determination to survive. Then disaster struck. All the nearby dry grass had been stripped bare, and his water supply was gone. This was it, a final gamble. He poured what little remained onto the rock and pried furiously, trying to pull the nail free. Yet even with all his strength, the metal stayed wedged tight. Opening a tin of food to regain energy, Henry remembered he still had a few spare bullets. Quickly, he pulled each one apart, collecting the gunpowder, and packed it into the drilled openings in the rock. Pressing down with stones to seal it, he braced himself for the last attempt. Wrapping his head for protection, he waited patiently. The explosion tore through the air. Heart pounding, Henry rushed to check, but the blast had been too weak, barely denting the chain. Grabbing a loose rock, he began smashing the link over and over. From daylight into the depths of night, he hammered without rest. At last, with a groaning crack of metal and stone, the stubborn nail gave way. Henry pulled it free. He was free.